This is the chosen artifact of elderberries.
Hey, you just broke that whole tower.
Yeah, it was pretty cool looking, didn't it?
That's one tall house that you broke.
Artifact in the tower. It's the Elder Wand. Don't give it to Voldemort.
Fine.
You were going to give it to Voldemort, weren't you?
I was thinking about it, but now you've talked me out of it.
See, that's what I do. I help you make good life decisions. Right?
You seem like the type that would do something like that.
Yeah, doesn't last long, though.
Either my decisions?
No, my giving you good advice. I give you advice, but the good part doesn't last very long.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Okay, so, guys, this is a momentous occasion, because if you'll notice, as this cutscene is going to tell us, what is this strange creature? Try to guess what it is, Jonathan.
What is this? What is this? It is Ruby Sarah, Ruby Sarah.
Bruma Sarah.
Whatever.
So this Metroid doesn't want me to marry its to marry Laser Wolf.
Yeah, exactly.
You mean the Metroid's grandma by the name of Ridley Wolf? No. Anyway.
You'll stay with her for 3 weeks, and when 3 weeks are up, I'm coming there by night. I'll take her by the throat, and this I do to Samus, that I do to Samus, this I do to Samus.
So here's the dumb thing about that. You'll notice I killed that Metroid like super quick, because you're not supposed to have the Ice Beam when you come in here, and you're like, ah crap, it's a Metroid without the Ice Beam, and he's like super hard to kill. But since I sequence broke and got the Ice Beam earlier, I killed him like almost immediately. The reconstruction of Geoform 187, codenamed Ridley, was recently completed. So basically, they turned him into the $6 million Ridley because they improved him. The metamorphosis was painful, but quite successful in the end. They added an armor, and now he's called Meta Ridley.
Meta Knight.
So basically now Ridley's like, I'm in a game! Metroid Prime 2 is my favorite of the series! I'm Meta Ridley!
Oh, I get it now.
Kraid isn't a boss very much. He's only in 3 games. I'm in like 12.
My voice still hasn't dropped.
This voice isn't canonical.
It's because I keep rebuilding him so he can't go through puberty, man. He just still an adolescent.
Oh, I see.
Or a pre-adolescent.
He's 10 years old.
Yeah.
And so he's like, oh, I wish... So he writes Samus a love note and says, do you like me? Check yes or no. And Samus always checks no, and it makes him so mad that he kills her parents. Metroid, oh Metroid, please make me a match. Find me a pirate that you can catch. Suck out his energy, kill him, and then he'll be the perfect man.
For Ridley, give him some Phazon. For Kraid, give him a Super Bomb too.
Power bomb.
Whatever.
So this space pirate lore that I'm reading right now is like, so we chopped open a Metroid to see how it works, but it raised more questions than it answered. We don't know how these things work. They're just full of jelly or something. I don't know. We're getting a lot of kudos for our musical tonight, so thank you, Sir Watts.
Will we make this one as musical as our Dokapon streams?
Yeah, but Dokapon streams have more like raps that Madeline makes up. This isn't Ice Beetle. It's just I'd like to know.
Ice Beetle, gonna.
It's under pressure.
The main guy.
Okay, so this room is a very interesting room because this room has got our next big power up in it. It is that thing. Oh, excuse me. During the cutscenes, flying pirates started shooting at me. Don't hit me during the cutscene. That's bad form. Bad form. Anyway, the walls of this room are filled with Metroids, so that's something that's nice.
Metroids? There are Metroids in this game?
Yeah. Yeah, we've been talking about them. I already killed a couple.
I thought we were playing Donkey Kong 64.
I thought we were playing ROM.
Oh, no.
It was a ROM hack. Anyway, I don't know what I'm stuck on. There we go. See, that's a Metroid. It's over there. I can see it from over there. Look how cute he is. Look at his bum. That's the Metroid
Sick.
bum. It raises more questions than answers when you chop one open. Sir Watts was thinking the Vanilla Ice thing the same time you were, just so you know.
Ding, 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 ding.
There's a couple of...
Well, Sir Watts and I think along the same lines, I think.
There you go. Except he has better Spanish than you.
What?
That's right. I said it. Now let the challenge begin. The gauntlet has been thrown. He teaches it. Come on.
Doesn't mean he's better.
While you two fight over Spanish, I'm going to get this thermal visor. Now I can see people wearing thermal
I'm sure he's
underwear.
pretty good, though.
Don't you mean muy bien?
Escarabajo de hielo. Vanilla.
Whatever. So here's... but you draw better than he does, so it evens out. So here's the thing.
Okay.
So taking this thermal visor turns off the power for some reason for the entire Space Pirate base. So you're supposed to... I'm going to pause on the map for a second. So you're supposed to go back through this whole entire thing that we just did, but with the power off and it's all dark, and you're supposed to use the thermal visor so you can see. And there's like ninja pirates that go around and melee you, and it's super annoying and terrible. But since we got the ice, there's one now. This is what they look like in thermal vision. Get off of my face, ninja pirates.
All right, fine.
Dag nabbit. Sorry. This ice beam fires so slowly. Sir Watts does make good balloon animals, though. Anyway, this is what thermal view looks like. It's very purple. But since we got the ice beam, we can just go out the back door and not even worry about it. So that's a plus. Okay. So we're going to do a slight little sequence break coming out this back door and get our next item. Which you're not supposed to get until after you get the spider ball. And then then you're supposed to get the spider ball, then go get the ice beam, and then come back here and get this next thing we're gonna get. But because we're so cool, get it? Because it's all icy.
How cool are we?
About 32 degrees. Anyway, you want to see the ugliest Metroid ever? It's this thing. It's the Hunter Metroid. That was weird. It froze for a second. It, like, zaps you from afar, and it's really gross looking. And now it's dead, so...
I'll be the judge of this. Ooh, I like that ice cave you went through. It's all smooth.
Yeah. Now, that's one thing that Metroid Prime did really well. It's kind of the visual effects. Little things like that, where they, like, where it's really icy, they made it reflective. You gotta keep in mind, remember, this is 2002. Like, this was, a long time ago. I was trying to think of, like, the era of what came out around 2002.
Terrible movies.
Terrible movies. That's not true. The Lord of the Rings came out in 2002.
Oh, yeah.
Two Towers, I mean.
Attack of the Clones.
Attack of the Clones. Okay, there's a terrible movie that came out in 2002. Here's more reflectiness. It's significantly more advanced than Mask of Eternity, which came out actually like late 90s. Look, it's more
there's
of
one
stupid...
that didn't.
Mask of Eternity.
That
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
transfer well to 3D.
Yeah, it hit King's Quest hit the polygon ceiling pretty bad. A lot of PC games did, I think. There's very few of those that made the transition to 3D very successfully. These guys are kind of
like Doom and Wolfenstein.
They were already 3D. Well, I guess Wolfenstein wasn't. This is a gel zap. It is a weird fish that sometimes opens up and goes like this. And it kills your map for a second. That was odd. Felt like I was playing Way Out. The Kleptangle stole my map.
Sound.
So, as you notice, we're underwater now, and we are moving super slowly, and we can't see very far, and it sucks. Like you to know that this is what life is like underwater. That crab from The Little Mermaid was wrong.
Here's a question for you.
Here comes a question for me.
What would you like to see in Metroid Prime 4?
That is a good question.
Like bosses, places, story elements, etc.
I think it depends on what I would not like to see, because Metroid Prime 1 through 3 is all about the phase-on, but they kind of wrapped that plot thread up at the end of Metroid Prime 3. I won't say anything about that, because spoilers, like, seriously.
Right.
But basically, the whole phase-on thing kind of wraps up. But, so, I'm not sure where they're going to go with the plot, because it's still supposed to be before Metroid 2, right? So it's going to be like, there's still going to be Metroids in it. They're teasing that it's got Psylocke in it. These are Aqua Reapers. They're big tentacles underwater. Just a side note. Anyway,
What you're talking about now is that? What's a Psylocke? Psylocke from the X-Men is going to be in Metroid Prime 4?
No, apparently, if you ever played Metroid Prime Hunters, and nobody did,
Is that the one that came out on DS?
yeah, it was the... Sorry, I keep getting sucked into tentacles. It's the problem with being a girl from Japan.
I actually had a friend who played Metroid Prime Hunters. He's like, check this out. And I'm like,
Did she like it?
You can't see. It's like weird.
Did she like... I've just never had the opportunity. Stop sucking me into you, tentacles. Let me get the gravity suit in peace. Get me the gravity... Give me the gravity suit. There we go. Well, it was supposed to be Psyduck from Pokemon, not Psylux. Anyway, hold on. Samus is going to have a Vidal Sassoon moment. Are you ready for this? She's going to be like...
There it comes.
Calgon, take me away. And ready for the Wario suit? Now I'm a Wario.
The Bavaria cream suit?
No, we already had that. This is the gravity suit, and it looks like Wario colors. Now I will fight the space pirates. That's what... Anyway. Okay,
Jar, now I will fight this space pirates.
So the gravity suit makes being underwater just be like being above water. So that's the whole point.
You don't have to swim.
I don't know why I super missiled that guy, but I did. It was fun, I guess. Okay. So I'm trying to remember how to get out of here. Oh, Psylocke, that's what I was talking about. Was at the end of Metroid Prime 3, and this isn't really a spoiler, if you get 100% of the items, it shows Samus flying away in her ship, and then it shows like this mysterious ship following her, and they don't say in Metroid Prime 3 what ship it is or why it's following you or anything. But, oops, that's the one that came in. I want to go out the other one. But if you've played Metroid Prime Hunters, and I know this because I've read about it online, that's Psylux's ship, which is apparently like her big rival in Metroid Prime Hunters. And apparently a bad guy, I guess.
Is he a space pirate?
No, he's another bounty hunter.
Oh!
Maybe he'll team up. Yeah. Maybe he'll team up with space pirates, though. Who knows? So, most likely it's going to be about him. Psylocke and Psyduck. I mean, or whatever. See, Flying pirates are everywhere. Will you just hold still
Ooh.
so I can shoot you?
What about Pokemans? They kind of made a transition over to 3D. Kind of.
Kind of. Here's the thing about Pokemon. I don't follow that franchise enough to be able to judge it.
Well, let's see. It started as a 2D RPGs on the Game Boy.
Right.
But they're supposed to be releasing a 3D RPG on the Switch. It's in development now, according to 3.
Right.
So we'll see. But they've done Pokemon Snap, Pokemon Tournament, Pokemon Stadium, Pokemon Tournament.
So they made the switch over to 3D 20 years later. Is that what you're saying to me?
Well, I'm just saying they've switched over to 3D because they've done 3D games.
Right.
But their RPG itself, like
right,
the main RPG.
They weren't like mainline Pokemon games. They were like things like Pokemon Snap and stuff.
Pokemon
Gotcha.
Go.
Pokemon Go isn't really 3D. Well, I guess it is because the world is 3D.
Yeah, but the animation's 3D too.
I guess that's true. You do have to flick a ball up and forward.
No, I mean the character animations.
I know what you're trying to say. I'm just being a dork.
3D models.
Ooh, 3D models.
Stop it.
It's just a hot girl saying, ooh, look at this width and depth. And height. Anyway, I just missed a jump and fell all the way to the bottom of this room. I don't know if you noticed. I thought I'd point it out so that everyone could laugh at my incompetence. A hee-haw-hoo-ha? That was an odd laugh. Thank you, Pierre.
Ah la la.
Ooh la la! Ooh la la! Sorry, there's a random Back to the Future moment there. That was fun. So we're more or less caught up to where we would be if we got the ice beam when we were supposed to, which means that it's time to sequence break again. The only item we have that the only item we don't have right now that we should is the spider ball. But so we're definitely going to have to sequence break again to get something even crazier. Are you ready?
Here it comes.
Well, it'll take us a second to get to it, so hold on. But we're going to get it before we get the spider ball. The world is we can perceive time, kind of. We can't move through it except for at a constant velocity, but we can perceive that it exists. Because I know that there was one moment that was in the past and now it's in the future. If it wasn't for the fourth dimension, that one, you know, with that truck.
Oh yeah.
So,
Order of the Stick, Invaders from the Fourth Dimension. The edition.
Right. So here's something that's kind of cool. You can only do before you open this missile door here. This is a missile door, by the way. I don't think I ever actually explicitly said it. The door's only open with a missile. But once you open it, then it's open forever. But watch this.
Missile door. That's my Harry Potter house, is Missile door.
Since your power beam doesn't open either of these doors, it just kind of does like the infinity like bounce. And it's just cool looking. Pew 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 pew. It's like a light show. It's the Samus slideshow and she's shooting herself. Anyway, I just want to show that off. You will see that soon, Jonathan, and you will be impressed. I have decreed it.
Okay, let's find out this. What was your least favorite Metroid moment?
Least favorite Metroid moment? Or
Yes.
least favorite Metroid moment? That's a weird thing to quantify because each Metroid playthrough, like, my least favorite Metroid moment is that one time I died when I screwed up a lot. I mean, how do you quantify that?
It's anything from Other M. It's a simple question.
Oh, okay. Well, fair enough. Look, whenever I think of Metroid, I like mentally excise Other M from my like consideration of it because it's so terrible. Anyway, we're back in Magmore now. There's a gimmick that you're supposed to know by now, but I haven't shown it off. Is in certain points, you turn on the thermal visor, and there's these weird little things on the wall. And if you shoot them with the wave beam, which is like the electric beam, then their electricity turns on and causes things to happen. So you'd think being in the Magmore, like, well, as soon as I shoot all 3 of these, you'll see, and then you'll be sorry.
He's going to show us what happens. He's going to show us what happens.
This thing turns on, and it's like pump, and it cools down the lava. So everyone is happy. No, this is just another little puzzle to get another little item. This isn't the sequence break, but this is kind of cool because it does have a Triclops. Ah, crad! And he's like,
and Ridley.
You know, and he like poops you out. No, let go of me, you jerk!
Aha!
But they're so cute, though. You'll be able to see the cuteness soon, and then you'll be sorry.
Looking forward to it. Better be as good as you said.
Look, every so often, Jonathan, you should refresh your stream, and it might sync up a little better.
I'm getting to it.
But don't do it till after you see the cute Triclops, because they're so cute.
Hey, spit you back out. That's great.
Yeah. So this is timed.
And poo.
As I go completely the wrong direction, you can hear the timer bleeping.
Saying bad words.
Yeah, it's like, you should go down this tunnel, you stupid.
It's doing Morse code with its bad words.
And it's Morse code as turning off lava somehow. That's what bad language does, right? It turns off lava. Crap.
It always does when I'm around.
I think this is the one I'm supposed to go down. I completely got turned around there for a second, but I'm good. Just an energy tank. Or as I like to call it, an energy tank. Couldn't think of anything. As I like to call it, late for dinner. Are you guys ready for the craziest sequence break of all? Oh, first here's the lava clam. Oh, I didn't let him do his thing. We'll see another one in the next room, and then I'll show you what he does. He's kind of cute. It's actually called a puddle spore, but Retsupre named it the lava clam, and I like that name a lot better. Here he is.
And a puddle spore?
Puddle spore. He's like, it's floating in the water, and then he's like, hello, how are you doing? He's cute. He looks like a deformed lava muppet. And then if you shoot him, he flips over so you can use him as a platform. How's it going, Thomas? I'm part of this game too. Oh, it's so hot down here. Oh, I wish you wouldn't shoot me. It's so hot. That's the noise.
Why is he a puppy dog?
Look at him when you see him. He's very cute.
He's a puppy spore.
He's a puppy spore. All right, so here is the craziest sequence break of all. So you have to jump over here. You have to jump on this little stalagmite. And then you gotta jump over here, which you're not supposed to be able to get over here unless you have the grapple beam, which you get way later in the game. So that's number one of the sequence break parts. And then you have to solve the puzzle.
Solve the secret of the mystery.
It's a Wheel of Fortune puzzle.
Oh.
It's not a Wheel of Fortune.
Spin the wheel.
We are spinning the wheels. Actually, that is what we're doing. If you'll notice, a juice box. I'd like to buy a Val Ridley. R-S-T-L-N-E! That's how you spell Ridley, right? I'm Ridley. Hey, cool, you can see Samus's reflection in the Spider-Ball track. I never noticed that before.
Now you've noticed.
Oh, oops. I can't tell when the top of my jump is.
Pay better attention to when the top of your jump is.
I got it. I'm getting to it. Okay, so here's the second crazy part of this. Oh, juice box, alternate name for energy tank. Gotcha.
That sounds delicious.
So the ceiling goes up here and it reveals this insane like spider ball track that goes all the way around the room, and it's crazy. Unfortunately, we don't have the spider ball, right? So we obviously can't get where we're going. Or can
well, let's turn around and go back.
All
what
right.
the?
Did you just see it go up?
No.
Oh. So instead, we kind of like sneak along the edge here, and it's really easy to fall off, so you gotta be real careful. You gotta get on top of that thing, which is not easy. You have to do what's called a ghetto jump, which is the type of jump they do in the ghetto. You have to like push against the wall and then pop off of it at the last second, and it gives you a little extra boost.
Right.
But if you do it wrong, you end up falling all the way back to the bottom. Ugh. I can never quite do it right, so this might take it. I might skip ahead. Unless you come up with some really funny commentary.
Hey!
Oh, you finally caught up to it, so you know how long it's going to take. Pretty much. So tell us an anecdote while I'm trying to do this.
So one time my buddy was trying to get up this wall. He was
Tell me an anecdote that isn't currently happening.
Oh. No, I'm recording this anecdote, so in the future. And yeah, I said anecdote again.
Yeah, I heard it. Yeah, I dig. And tell me an anecdote. Not an anecdote. I did that one on purpose.
So when you and I were playing Super Metroid that one time, back in... I remember because I don't think I went home for Christmas that year, and it was in college, and you're like, check this out, it's my favorite game, Super Metroid. I'm like, okay, and so you walked me along as I played it. And I came up with some catchphrases. It was like a proto player in Doodler, except you were having me play.
It was a proto doodler. It's like a
proto man. Yeah, exactly. And so I was doing okay. I had to have you do the Shine Spark for me because I couldn't get that right. And I think I had to have you do some wall jumps. But I created Creighton Ridley. Was the expletive I created.
Was the expletive.
My Super Metroid expletive. And Crad also comes from that.
Crad, because it's Creighton Ridley combined.
Yeah, or just a bad saying of Crade.
Right.
Bad pronunciation. Just don't blow it, dude.
I'm not trying to, for Nephi.
Like you're always doing.
Crad. I think I'm on the...
Did you have it then fall off?
Yes. That's okay. Getting to the top... right in the lava clam's head. It's okay. Getting to the top actually isn't too hard to do once you've already done it once, because you don't have to do the spinning anymore. So...
Right.
It's not really that bad of a loss. I was just angry because I got to do it again. But while I'm doing it, I'll read a... actually, Doodler, you read the limerick, because I'm going to be jumping.
Read the rhyme of the Ancient Mariner?
No, Sir Watts gave us a limerick. Oops.
Oh, okay, that's not the rhyme of the Ancient Mariner.
No, it isn't. I keep sliving out this rock. Okay, here we go.
Okay, here goes. There once was a jump from the ghetto, which players soon came to regret. Oh, it should be a cinch to boost just an inch. Go put on a pair of stilettos.
That's what she did.
What?
Another
No,
M.
that's other M.
Crap. They misjudged that jump.
Hey,
Whoa,
you made it up to a platform.
How far back are you?
I don't know.
Might want to refresh again. I did it! Now I got to do it 2 more times. Actually, not really.
Just don't blow it like you're always doing.
I'm always blowing it.
Yeah, most of the time.
Okay, you guys, we're so close. I did it! I got it to the top, guys! Woo doo 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 doo. Now, finally, our reward. Now for our reward, our eternal reward.